guys, I put up pictures of this makeup look on this eye that I wore out one of the nights, and a lot of you asked for me to do a tutorial on it, so I'm going to do one now. It's pretty simple, really. It's just what I think is people might not have the product that kind of makes it, which is this eyeshadow here, which I got when I was probably 12. No, I was probably 12 or 13, and it's a Bourjois product. I don't even know if they do these kind of pigment things anymore. And it's like a reflex kind of, it's like, it looks white, but then it brings up other colours if you put it over it. So it could bring up, it has like purple and blues going through it. It's just that colour right there. But that's what kind of makes the blue, unless you can find a blue that would actually come out that bright, which I don't have one because I just use a big palette and they're not that pigmented really, but they're handy just for this kind of stuff. So anyways, with that said, I will go right in and do it, and I'm starting off with, as usual, Chilled on Ice from MAC, which is a paint pot, and it was a limited edition one, but I'm sure you could definitely find creamy kind of bases out there. MAC probably still they have kind of these kind of coloured ones anyways, so you could just ask them. Once again, eBay could be your best friend. So just putting that over there, all over, up to kind of brow bone, a bit above the brow bone as well. Next I'm going to use Bone from Bobbi Brown, which is a creamy shimmery eyeshadow, and this goldy colour here from MAC, excuse the state of my nail varnish, any kind of a goldy eyeshadow, any kind of a creamy eyeshadow with the shimmer in it, and just mix the two together, and using a big kind of lay down brush, just lay it down over it, the base you already have. Okay. Then I'm using Charcoal Brown from MAC, and where your brow bone is, which is where the bone is, just gonna stick it in as normal and bring it across lightly. Don't put a lot of product on your brush to start with, because you're better off just building up the product. That's why I'm using a brown to begin with, because in the end you kind of cover it up with a black, but it's better to start with a lighter colour to find where you want to lay down the darker product. Then I'm going to just get my 224 brush just to blend it out a small bit. And you kind of just do it until you're happy with the build-up of the brown. Now, we're going to start with the black. And Zero from the Urban Decay. Any kind of a black colour will do, like. So, starting the outer edge. Easy does it, and bring it in. Once again, try and focus most of the product out on the edges. Blend again with your 217 or 224. I'm going to intensify the black with, if you have any kind of a brush that's just pointed like that, any kind of like a pencil brush that's just literally just drawing a line in your crease, but mostly keeping to the outer edge. Okay, so blend again with your 217. Now we're going to do the blue. I'm going to use an angled brush, my Eco Tools one, and I'm going to use, I have this palette from, it's called the Beauties Factory. They're all the same, they're just made by different companies. You get them on eBay and they're dirt cheap, and you get a load of extra things with them like brushes. That's where actually I got a lot of the cheaper brushes. This is one section of it, can't even see it all there. Yeah, so I'm going to use the blues up here. I'm going to mix, I kind of just mix random ones, whatever ones I feel like mixing. It's going to be this dark one here, mixed with this one here, this, and this one. So you can't even really see the colours, but any kind of a mixture of blues, or if you have one blue, it's not really a big deal as long as it's blue. I just love mixing eyeshadows. So you're going to bring that along there. They have a lot of fallout because they're quite cheap, so only some of them are pigmented, like, you know, have a strong colour payoff, but they just drop so much. Like, they're very powdery, but like that's because they're so cheap really, I suppose. You can clean it up anyways. So just bring it all the way along, and I'm just going to use my fan brush thing here just to dust off the any kind of the fallout that just came down there. Just one of these kind of brushes. Once again, one of those free brushes, but they're handy, like they'll do. Yeah, so once you have that done, you can get, I'm going to use like a push brush, which is like, it's a 212 from MAC, and these are just really handy for pushing the dark colour, which is black, into your eyelashes. And only bring that about 2/3 of the way in. And concentrate most of it out in the outer corner. Just gonna go in there. You probably get a lot of product in your eye from when you're pushing the eyeshadow up, but like, it won't do any harm, hopefully. Now, so here we go. I'm going to use this with just another angled brush I have, and you only need to use a small bit of it if you have the same one, which you may do, but you may not. But I'm sure there's dupes of it out there in, like, Boots will have loads, like Barry M and stuff have loads of those kind of funky enough products. I know for sure Inglot have it in Dublin. If you're in Dublin, in Dundrum, they have an Inglot stand thing there. They have an eyeshadow like it. Now I'm going to just go over the darker bit on the outside. And get my 209 brush from MAC and my gel eyeliner, which is Blacktrack from MAC as well, and just line my eyes. We're just going to thicken it at the outer corner more so than keep it thin enough until you get, like, when you start getting closer to the edge. So there's a space here, so we're going to just try and aim it for there. More or less the same. So because that's not fully joining up with the bottom liner, so I'm just going to pull it up a bit more with the blue mixed in with the black. I'm just going to use any of the random blues, darker ones, and just a dip of the black and kind of bring it up to go alongside the black one. Okay, so I just cleaned up underneath the eyes, just wiped it off a bit with makeup remover and then put some foundation over it because I already have my foundation on. And then you can just use, to highlight under the brow bone, I'm just going to use a mix of the Bone from Bobbi Brown and Scratch from Urban Decay, which is a kind of a pinky colour. And just press it down up there. And that's kind of it, really. The blusher I wore was, I think it was NARS Orgasm, and I wore a Shy Girl lipstick from MAC. I don't know where it is right now, brought it out the last night, can't find it now, I think it's in my bag somewhere. But you can really use any kind of, it's a kind of a corally kind of colour, it's a nice nudie kind of coral colour. And yeah, so that's really it. Obviously, you put mascara on, but I really couldn't be bothered doing it right now. Just on this side, I've already done it on this. And you can wear black eyeliner as well. And yeah, it just intensifies the look if you wear a bit of black with it. And that's kind of it. Yeah, so thanks for watching and hope you can have fun doing this look. And I will put some more pictures up and stuff again. And goodbye.